Hey, we have Pleiades. Not played into, so I don't really know what we're doing. But she's Guardian-y, so we're going to go with a healing pot route. Take out some sinks. Don't think Scour does much, but it is blue. We like blues. '62 is fine. Two. Do Surgeon, which obviously lets them cycle one card, but it lets me cycle two, which I really want to do. Don't want this in my house. Cardavris is kind of fine, but it's not my optimum for my hand. It will leave me with a lot of dead block, and we've got to get rid of the rampant. So I'd rather throw both of those. Basically, that's just a really angry axe, isn't it? Yeah. A decent hand for me. Blocks well. D&C's a pain because we really, really want to actually use it. To keep. It's about maximising blocking more than that. Exciting on my part, but I just, there's nothing else to do. Kind of look. This is kind of a posturing thing. Trying to make them picture blue because I want to dig as fast as I can. Basically, what I don't want to do is let my life go because, let's say, I've not played into Pleiades, so a lot of this is supposition on my part. But I definitely expect a massive hit at some point. To do here, my knowledge of this, I can't do much about it. These out. I took these reds out because I don't want them in my stack later. Be gaining life. with the big swings, but I've got a lot to block with. Confidence is pretty good into me because I'm relatively D-react heavy, but not doing that yet. First decomposing as well, which is good. You know, we don't care about the moment maker thing. More hand left than I thought I was going to continue threatening with the Surgeon. This is my preferred Verdance playstyle as well, just constantly having at. I don't like Moon, if I'm honest. Like, it's the better way to play her into most matchups, but I don't like it because it resolves us as just being a Stormstrider's bot, right? I'm going to run 9 at the end of this game and nothing else is going to happen. Do the thing about and get that in the bin. And here it is. Do I do the and say hit, force them to block a bit, or do I I think I'm going to go for this for pressure. This also means that either way the rampant growth can obviously be put in the stack, but this gets the command and conquer not into the stack and not clogging my hand. I'd rather be sat on the healing potion. So yeah, you can see there, like, we're getting some block out of them. They're not going to do anything crazy in their next turn. Question of do I just block really hard here, but that's probably a bit overkill. This and try and get it into the pitch stack in a moment. I don't mind just having a casual timing because they're not building anything on the board. I don't really care what they're doing at the moment. I'm on a firm 44, so sure if he do that much to me. I think if she really wrangled it up, she's got potential, but trying to fill the bin, get some careful decompose, and just wait. This is very much a second cycle. I will try and kill you. So she's going to do that much in the meantime. Deliberately stuck those in. Just continue increasing my life. There was a temptation to pitch stack the fruits in as well, but I'll have blue fruits to put in there at some point. And just adding that life total feels like something I really want to do. This is a good game to discuss, like the idea of pitch stacking. I know that there's two rampants in there. I know that they're a little bit far apart, so I've got to either do 3 cycles or I've got to start matching them up somewhere. Comes a can't defend with more than 2 non-block, which is fine. Play an aura from the graveyard, which is fine because I don't think I can stop me. We're definitely giving them the Everblue. We're definitely giving them the E-Strike because I want this. Because they're not blocks yet. I'm sorry, I am following now. I can only put 2 blocks to this. Understand how that card works. I now understand what the word block means. The problem with seeing something for the first time, right, where you sort of go like, I kind of get it, but only just. Right, bring me some earth blocks. Come on, James, you definitely watch all my content. He does not. Go for triple banishes on these, and that's just because I know that I'm basically through my root bounds. And I do not want to be stuck in a position if they get really aggressive where I'm going, well, how do I get that for decomposing? And, this is a slow game. I will have plenty of time to get my decomposers up. What I want more than anything, and what this is hopefully doing, is it should shift the tempo over. They're not going to full send me anymore. It's not that turn. Confidence was a good. We basically get to keep this forever, right? Yeah. So I can never block with more than 2 things, but that's kind of fine. Like, planning to. That's upsetting. For sure. Start just taking a chunk of damage, and that is what it is. Those 2. The carapace and be sad, but it's fine. Glad I'm going for the triple decomposer because I'm going to need it. The question here of do I use these for life gain? Just Arsenal the E-Strike. Yeah, Bubbly Observer. This doesn't progress my decompose very well, but I don't need to. We'll take the card. We don't rarely take the card because the card often whips, but the fact is they're going to block this with 2 cards no matter what, pretty much, and it's not going to matter. Them blocking with 1's actually like super good as far as I'm concerned because it's that bit of chip. Yeah, with how that's played out, and I've got an Arsenal card. At the point, I've got a decompose card. Let's see what they get me with the. Oh, this is only when it enters and leaves. Okay, so I thought it's like an every turn thing. Again, like reading when you've got this much information to absorb is quite difficult. There's a lot to look at. I mean, this is a good hand for me though. Like I've got a lot I can work with here. Okay, so this is going to gain them life and nothing else. So start with you. Pitch this fruit for any reason. No, we've got enough in the deck. No. Take 2 on that. That one, it will hook the wrong one. No, they're going to know what's in my arsenal, but that's fine. We can live with that. Decompose 3 cards to make sure we don't have to worry the rest of the game. We're now online, and a lot of life gain. This and picking things back up to go here. But the life gain to strengthen anything else. I don't think the damage ones matter that much because I can just gain that in the meantime, right? Like every time they don't do me 5, I gain some life. I'm just stalling looking for a kill. What do we do with the hand? We're definitely doing the Surgeon. Yeah, starting point, because it takes a card off them or it gives them Ring of Roses problems. So, we're now on that thing where this is like a gentle pressure every turn. It's kind of what we try and build up in terms of controlling the table. Do we just play the Healing Potion and give them. We do, because, this is nice and all, but we just want the combo for the most part. Throw those. That will cycle my hand deck faster. I don't mind throwing that in the bin as well, because I just don't need it in the deck. I want to dig faster, just in case they get to do stuff. It's if I don't kill them with combo, I'm not killing them. Simple description. Turn the 100 for Morts and get Big mistake I think I may have made in this is I'm not sure that I put green in when I bordered, which I think I would do to give me something to kill them if the combo doesn't. Like the combo is me just banking on the idea that they're not going to gain an absolute ton of life. We found the last rampant. Given that they have used two CNCs, that's probably going to go in Arsenal because I can protect it with the crown. Swinging the plough. Big turn coming. Where they're letting random arcane through, which makes me suspect they're going to go for the big hits. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a big hit coming. Did almost go for playing this for one life, but done it if the numbers had kind of lined up. Like if they'd only just pitched to stop the surge, and I'd have gone for it. Doing much now with this coming to. Anyway, so that. Yeah, okay, good. So scary cards didn't do anything. We like that. Keep this in deck because it's just more saturation of arcane cards to kind of do something with. Just letting me get these pings off, which I think is great for me because my life total's staying really high. And this game is just going to boil down to the end of that. And then we're going to play this Command and Conquer because, again, we just want the red cards out of the deck as we go. It doesn't really matter when we throw them at them. Say if I don't kill them, I basically fatigue, as it were, because I am trying to thin my deck and they're not. So and they've got an axe. You know, it comes down to kind of a whatever thing at the end. Reasonable. The block's actually quite good in this match as well because it gets past the sort of confidence dominate thing that goes on. This is big. block with 2 things, and that's fine. Bottom. It's probably give them the stone wall. No matter when we give them an equipment, it's actually kind of hard to block with. We get to play the life gain again, I'm guessing, at this point, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this hits very hard. It's quite annoying to block. So we'd expect it to do, I guess. I did consider not preventing the 2 and going for more pressure, but I don't think I need that pressure. I think the felling is all the pressure I kind of need as I kind of just sit and dig. It's more important to keep my life total high. This match just feels like it's a bit of a grind. It's just me refusing to let my life total dip, and then we'll later. Still on the first cycle. The easiest way to count that is I've not seen my potions yet. But when I see the last healing potion, I know that I've pretty much finished the cycle. I definitely know where the cycle ends because of tillings. The red tilling is the marker. So if I happen to see that without seeing my second rampant, I have literally just finished my cycle. If I see the rampants, I've hit the next cycle. So that's kind of the shorthand I'm using to remember this, because I do not sit and stack count. Oh, this guy. I'm probably going to be like pulsing ether and back skin. Efficient. Top is fine because we'll just put the fruits on top. To actually, bash my life total down a bit. Throwing fellings for now because it's just slowing them down. There's a bit of logic about like when you're playing these things, if you think they're going to disrupt you, you can get a felling in and try and get it on top of your pitch stack so that you throw a felling the turn before their disruption to mess with them. But we're not playing that game. I am choosing slightly what I banish, by the way, as well, just because things like the E-Strike are things that I might want to put back in at the end if we do get to a fatigue position, but I don't think we will. In their life fault solo, I think they are going to lose from having 23. When I get around to the kill, it's going to matter. The healing potion. So depending on what they do this turn, I might just take some damage here, give them the E-Strike, and put the play the E-Strike. And I want this Light Up the Leaves back in my deck, really, for helping finish. Awesome. like what she does. The getting things back is nice. The suspense things over and over is nice. This is what I decided to do, retain that for later. Swing this to threaten, because again, like if they take the damage and I chip them some more, I think they're in a really dangerous place. Like, this is really close to lethal just on its own. Like 1 to 2 turns off. Second one? I think we're 1 off. We'll see in a second. I think I'm drawing it now, but I might be wrong. Hell of a hand they've got. Question is, can they 26 me with it? Yeah, the sort of is actually. We've got the light up the leaves. I could try and keep 3 cards and just go for it. Going for it here. I think this will do. Some people fixate very heavily on gotta do combo, and the fact is, like, this should be plenty in itself, right? 9 amp thing might prevent, like, I mean, they might prevent all of it, and then I've got to work out what to do. Yeah, we'll see. The only thing that's making me wonder about this, do I hold out a turn in case there is a techy thing? Hold it. Just thinking if they prevent 7, that's only 9 amp on that. It's actually not going to be super. Damage again, so they're going for something close to lethal. We're backing on the idea that they can't throw a 22 with what I can see in play. And then good on them. Second cycle, so we were pretty close to where we thought. Our only thing here is we can't block with anything because the Scalding's not a good. It entirely depends what she throws as her attack. The CNC, we use the crown and we wait for double rampant again. Should be one CNC left, I think. Any Oasis is left is the big thing. They have played two. So I was tempted to go for it. And I was just like, I won't gamble it on there already being two. Some people might choose to run three. Just take this all to the face. If it's your first time watching, you overlay these so that you get all the life gain before the amps. There's 20 amp, and this probably kills them, I guess. But in case it doesn't, because they have prevention, we basically have this scalding follow. 21-point surgeon's pretty big. Yeah, this whole game is just a setup for that. Basically, you're just sat trying to maintain it. That kind of went how I thought it would. It's early days on that matchup. I don't know if people will learn to sequence it better and it'll become scarier. Because those like like sort of 16 damage dominate with effect kind of things are pretty fucking angry, basically. But the fact that she has like a sort of pseudo dominate on everything gets pretty spicy. So I'm not saying that it's this is like a solved matchup on day one, but it's feeling initially pretty easy. It's the standard Guardian into Verdance. Verdance just has a nice time. They might start adding pummels back in. They might start putting Terra Sunders back in. There's a lot of stuff that Pleiades can do where she just starts really screwing up Verdance. And as I say, I do wonder how that deck's going to evolve to be better into her. This kind of went how I thought it would. We'll see in the future. Thanks for sitting through 40 minutes of blocking. I will see you in the next one.